There's a young man I do know, and
Yes.
he's been a guest on one of our shows around the last election. He didn't have money. He was working in the public space, and his people told him, go and contest. We are behind you.
Yes.
When it was time for campaign, he came to his people and said, I am here, I'm okay, I'm now,
Yeah.
I need you people to please stand up for me.
Yeah.
And they asked him a question. The same people that told him, go, asked him a question, what's in it for us? Hold on. And he says, but you know where I'm coming from. I don't have. They said, please go away. This is his testimony, not mine. He says they told him, please, the other person that's contesting is dropped 500,000. So what are you dropping for us? And that's how he just backed up, because he didn't have the money. So what do you tell that kind of person who has sown his life, and the same people told him go, now they're asking for the money?
That is truly one of the greatest problems.
So how do we solve it?
Let me tell you, I sitting here right now, I'm also a presidential candidate. Yesterday I declared to run for the office of the President of Nigeria come 2019 as a woman. And I've invested in the social sector for 2 decades. And I'm coming to my people, to the communities I've served over these years to say, you all got to rise now. We need to do something. If people like us, and I know there are thousands of people like me out there, sincerely working very hard for the community, in public service, not in the sort of public service we know right now, where their intent and concern is looting the public treasury. They don't have any experience. When people were asking me, you are going in there, what sort of experience do you have? I said, I've had experience of 20 years of serving people from the sincerity of my heart, with sacrifice, with my own funds. So I have experience. Those people, they go on propaganda, they use money politics, they go in there, their intent, their only intent is to go in and just loot. That is the experience that is playing out there, that we are seeing in this country. But I'm telling you something, this game will change because people are tired. Okay. And when they can see your social capital investment, they are going to come out. Nigerians are ready. The status quo is going to change in 2019. I really do believe so.
Okay, so we'll get you all have your intentions, and perhaps this bill, well, you're looking at it from a certain perspective. How much of social capital are you going to rely on when you're contesting?
Very good. I want to even make an intervention to the point she highlighted when she talked about. For example, she probably has a wonderful idea to run as the president. But then she will have to face 2 things. Number 1, for her to have her chances, she will have to run under the ruling political parties. What I mean by ruling is very established political parties. Because
run against?
Run in on their platform. I will explain. Because they have the finance, they have the structures across the length and breadth of the country. Or else, when she moves to a new political party, she will now be faced with the realities of having to meet with the requirement to have presence in the states of the federation, which will involve money, will involve people, and how much time has she got to be able to achieve that? So this is where we talk about the place of money, how it undermines this political process. Secondly, the politicians, and especially people from the National Assembly. I just came back from my constituency. I can tell you that 95% of people in the National Assembly cannot explain the source of their funds.
That's true.
They have properties. Somebody one time, senator or one time, whatever, they has properties in Asokoro, in Maitama, and what are we talking about? Nigerians are no longer fools. That's why my opinion
That's your impression. That 95%
if they have any contrary fact, they should come. We have EFCC to investigate.
Yes. We don't have that fact here.
So if you have a counter argument, because I'm making an assertion, if you think it's an insult, then come out so that EFCC
let's throw it to Honorable Mulu. He's a member of the National Assembly.
And before he says this, let me say something in relation to what he said. He said he just emerged without a godfather. Now this is where true journalism comes. He's on record to have said it. So you don't stop here. You do investigative journalism. If you find out that he has a godfather, the onus is on you to bring it to the front burner and bring facts against him, against me or any other person. That is how we can project and present a very standard society.
You see, part of the things I always see, especially when people are aspiring to get into office, is the fact that most times they use unverifiable. They say a lot of unverifiable things and claims are made, all because just the same thing he has said earlier, just because you want to curry public favor and all of that and sentiment, you without due respect, Barrister, you can't see that every other person out there has properties here and there. I mean, you can't verify such claims on telly. You know, I mean, the number you've just mentioned, how did you get to that? What empirical, statistical, or whatever data that gives you that 90-something% of members of the National Assembly? You know, one of the things I always say is, this is still the National Assembly that you're looking forward to getting into.
Very important.
And when you get into there and you're being patriotic, you're trying to serve your country, and then you have some other person, the same way you said it, come sit out there and make such spurious claims and accusations. When you are in the house, I don't know how you will feel, but one of the things I tell people is, you see, let's be mindful of the things we say outside, especially when you intend to. I am running for governorship does not mean that I will sit down here today and begin to carpet and take a swipe at the incumbent. We have seen all those things happen in the past. And when you get into office, you still do not do better, or you might not even perform better than that other person. I would rather say, contribute your own quota to the change. Everything about what you have said is about individual. You have people that would not take bribe. You have people that will take bribe. And it's in all the areas, I mean, all the spheres. It is not just in the National Assembly. You find it in the civil service. You find it in the police. You find it everywhere. There are people, you will not, for instance, someone comes out and tells you that Nigeria police are corrupt. That does not mean that you go into the police, you don't find perfect gentlemen that don't believe in such things. Madam is running for presidency now, isn't it? Good. She is here. And tomorrow somebody says, every other presidential aspirant or whatever, where are you getting it from? You're corrupt. We can't continue to make such statements.
Let's go to Dr. Ide. Okay.
We can't continue to.
So are you saying that his assertion
is
wrong?
Totally wrong. Totally wrong from everywhere.
So this is how
totally wrong.
Hold on.
No, you know, and I love the challenge he has thrown. Go out and you cannot see the glass cup half empty. Be patriotic and also be positive about things. This is you wanting, I just got to know that you want to go to the Senate. You go down to the Senate, you find out that there are people that actually spent their money to get into Senate. And most of them are like, if they were on their own, because with the code of conduct, you can't do business. If they were on their own, they would be making more than they are making. There are people that genuinely sacrifice it for this country.
Within the 7%.
You can't say 7 because you don't know that percentage.
I thought 95%.
You don't know that percentage.
93.
Oh, no, 93, not 95.
Please, let's not be making this spurious
arguments. And before she comes in, just let me put this thing. It is a wrong notion. And I think even the madman on the street knows that the National Assembly, to a large extent, the members are corrupt. And this is how we do it. What I said is a constructive approach to bringing out looters from wherever they are. That when you make such allegation, let the one that is bold come out to say, I am not. Then he becomes subject of investigation. No, but there are good people. There are good people in the National Assembly.
But Dr. Bola, what happens to your lawyer? The principle of, one is innocent to proven guilty.
Right.
So if you blanket an institution of all being corrupt, how is that credible?
Innocent until proven guilty does not exclude allegation. Allegation is established.
So this is an allegation, not a fact.
It's an allegation, yes.
Okay. Dr. Elishama, how do you hope to contest for the president and win? It's huge.
Very huge. But I'm coming in with the confidence that at this time in our nation, in our democracy, people are tired of the status quo. Everybody wants a change. And let me tell you, the people are ready and willing to support whomsoever they see.
Which people are these?
Nigerian people. I'm talking about Nigerian people. From youth to women to grassroots at every level. Everybody. Of course, we all know that. What we are experiencing right now is not what we thought we would have. And it's not what we ought to be having.